All right. We ready for life advice? Y'all can still submit. Life advice is open through. Yeah, you know what I'm saying here. Through the end of it. All right. This is fun. I love doing shit like this. Oh, and this first one. Oof, I might start crying. Great first question. There's no answer to this. How do you get over heartbreak? You don't? Or, I mean, honestly, this is so different for everybody. This is so different for everybody. How do you get over heartbreak? I mean, treat yourself right. Make beautiful meals. Distract yourself by working out, becoming a better version of yourself. But also just accepting. Accepting that whatever it wasn't necessarily meant for you or meant to be. That's so much easier said than done, dude. As somebody who, I've been in a situation where it's taking me, and I'm not exaggerating, years to get over something involving a relationship and a woman and somebody I dated or somebody I cared about. I am so far from an expert on this, but most people would be. Most people would be far from an expert. It's hard, bro. Like I see Wabo said the only thing that can hold love, heal old love, is new love. I don't know if I fully agree with that, because that implies that your next partner, your next girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, whatever, is essentially your savior. And they are not your savior. They are your, right? I don't know if I fully agree with that, because that puts a lot of pressure on the next person. I really think time is the answer here. It's as simple as time. I get pretty bummed out with shit. Again, I'll use myself as an example. I can have a tendency to wallow in my own sorrow, or wallow in my own. I can have a tendency to. That's great. Trying to get up something on my channel and I have myself blaring. I mean, dude, it's just hard, bro. Like, it's really hard, man. Like, I think more so than a new love is new love for yourself. Because I think a part of you might leave, or a part of you might die in the moment when shit like that happens, but in the long run, like, it's about making yourself whole. Like, nobody else is gonna make you whole, because if you place that expectation on somebody else, that means you're taking it off of yourself. And at the end of the day, you have to be whole. Your best shot at staying with somebody, finding the right relationship, all that jazz, is to yourself be whole. Right? You could still be bummed over something. You could still be a little upset over something. But fully understanding and accepting, right? Like, you could have moved on, but hey, sometimes when I think about this person, it hurts. That's fair. That takes even longer. Because, like, yeah, helpful people around you, time. Like, I'm gonna be real, bro. There are still past relationships. Like, I've admitted this on stream before. I've met, I'd say 3, probably 3 women in my life. Maybe 4. But like 3 who it was like, oh, cool, I'm done. Like, spend the rest of my life with this person every single day. I'll never get sick. Like, this is all I want. This is all I could dream for. And it didn't work out. And while that sucks and it's hard, you know, you have to get over it, man. And I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all that there aren't some people I think of sometimes, even justified or not, in my reasons for not being with them, or whether it was their reason they had with me. I mean, yeah. And that shit hurt. Like, it hurts, bro. But like, that's the point of life. Like, that's why things feel so good, is because at times they hurt like a motherfucker. So you just have to, like, a part of you might always think of them or hurt a little bit when you think of them, but yeah, you just have to try your best to move on, man. And sometimes moving on just takes time. Honestly, one bit of advice is date around. Don't get into anything serious, but date around just for fun, just to pass the time and, you know, fuck and do this and that and get over it. That's a good way. I don't know if you're necessarily going to find your soulmate that way, but it'll be a good way to get through it. I'll tell you what you shouldn't do. Don't cope with drugs or alcohol. Do not smoke. Like, listen, maybe she breaks up with you or he breaks up with you and you're smoking that night. Cool. But like, my best advice, you want to get over it? Go sober for a few months. Be only with yourself and your thoughts. And come to a understanding removed of drugs. Because a lot more people use drugs to cope than realize. I mean, finding something to care about. Oh, that's good too. Do charity work. Fuck. Also, having good people, self-compassion makes a huge difference. Just learn from shit and do better, for real. Having good people in your corner helps. Exactly. Practice gratitude. This sucks, but I'm grateful I have clean water. I'm grateful my mom answers my phone calls and I can talk to her whenever. I'm grateful I got my brother. You know what I mean? Focus on the things that make you feel good. Next one. Hey, Till, what do you think would be the best option for trying to quit a weed habit to start university at the start of next year? I want to try to quit soon, but I need tips for trying to quit. I'm also only going to be smoking on weekends, so you're not completely quitting. Don't have it around you. Don't have weed in your house. Ever. Wax, whatever. If you smoke dabs, throw away your butane and exit your torch. Waste all the gas in your torch. Hide or literally get rid of your pipes. But there's no tips to this, bro. There's no tips to this, because this is all about self-discipline and something that you want. So my answer to you is, how bad do you want it? I've recently readjusted my relationship with weed. For instance, I haven't smoked all day, and I'm not going to smoke. I've already decided I'm not smoking today. So I'm sticking to that decision. Right? Just say no. And that's like easier said than done. But bro, at the end of the day, you're asking for advice on discipline. Run every day. Start working out every day. Get sun every day. Have 4 things you need to do every day, period. Run, sit in the sun, hydrate, and whatever, right? And commit yourself to them. But there's no secret here. The secret is your own internal strength and power, right? Weed isn't like something that you're addicted to, though, if I'm being frank, again, a lot more people are addicted to weed than they realize. Just because it doesn't have any physical addictive tendencies doesn't mean that shit ain't addicting, bro. Video games are addicting. Period, right? It's really all about discipline. It's really all about discipline and valuing yourself and your own sobriety over getting high for a few hours. Also, the longer you go, the easier it gets. So my advice to you, if you want to smoke only on weekends, that might throw you off. Like, I've understood as I'm reestablishing my relationship with marijuana that I might have to stop smoking entirely. I've accepted that already. I haven't come to the bridge of, is this the case or not? But if I come there, I'll come there. Lol. Pause. You just have to have discipline, whoever wrote this. You just have to value sobriety. And like, there's no way around it, man. A lot of people will be like, dude, I experience life so much better high on weed. You fucking don't. You fucking don't. It affects your memory. It makes you tired. You don't. You're just so convinced you do because you've become so accustomed to smoking before you do everything. I'm a weed advocate. I'm also a reality advocate. Discipline, man. Start working out every day. I can't, yeah, you're right. That's true, Melkor. You can't, I can't, that. It is different for everybody. But I'm pretty sure weed does lead to short-term memory loss for everybody. I could be wrong on that one. The tired thing, for sure. But it is, you're right. You're right. You're right. It does affect everybody differently. And Melkor, that's why you're here to ground me in this answer. Become more disciplined with weed even. For me, lately, if I smoke weed at 4:30 p.m., unquestionably, I'm taking more dabs before the end of the day. Unquestionably. So that's why now I'm getting in the habit of, hey, if I am going to smoke today, it's going to be at 8:50. But also, like, I'm telling you, man, like, unless you're taking weed for an illness, you're going to feel better without it. You're going to sleep better. Maybe not definitively, but I'll tell you what, man. A few days without it, I'm remembering more dreams, XYZ. And if you think it's bad for you, ask yourself, why am I doing it then? It's no different than dating. You know that he or she is bad for you, or they is bad for you, but you continue to fuck with them. This answer is not meant for people who use weed genuinely as a medicine. You know what I mean? That's like, unless you're prescribed it and you're like, actually, because again, there's a ton of people I've met in California. Like when I moved out here and I went and I lied to get a weed license, my back hurts. I'm not a patient. I am a user of marijuana. I am nowhere near a patient. Right? Most people, like, you have to ask yourself, do you have fucking cancer? Is that why you're smoking? Do you have actual glaucoma, or other genuine illnesses that you need to smoke for? Or did you just convince yourself it's good for me? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that, whoever wrote this. You should keep going until everything and everyone has crumbled around you. That's when Elizabeth, dude. Elizabetcha. Well, I wonder if I can't remember much of childhood because of weed. Honeybloom, if you're asking yourself that question, I would stop smoking tonight. And my final answer for how to stop smoking weed? Oops, that's not my answer. Fucking stop. Stop. You're in control of your own life. You are the captain of your own ship. If you want to cut down, do it. And if you can't, you have to cut out weed entirely. Because Who's smoking who? Are you smoking the weed? Or is the weed smoking you? If you can't stop smoking weed for a month right now, who's smoking who? And I hear it all the time. I could stop whenever I want. Put your money where your mouth is.
$20. What do you got?
All right,
20
then.
bucks.
Then let's exercise. Most people just say that to themselves. I can stop whenever. No, you can't. You've been smoking every day since you were 17. It's a part of your routine. No, you can't. The amount of people who just lie to themselves, all because weed's not as bad as alcohol. Okay, great. A compound fracture is worse than a regular break. Do they both still suck? Fuck, man. Final answer. Who's smoking who? Seriously, ask yourself. All right, this is going to be a heavy one. This is going to be a heavy one. My friend who's in college recently found out his dad has stage 4 terminal cancer, only 2 years to live. And also found out earlier this year that his grandfather has terminal. Jesus Christ. So your dad and your grandfather have terminal cancer. This friend of yours, whoever this is. I needed this. A lot of motherfuckers need this. Most people just don't want to become unpopular and become a buzzkill by speaking honestly on weed. Bro, the backlash J. Cole got for his song Friends. Go listen to Friends by J. Cole. The amount of backlash he got for that, I'll never forget for the rest of my life. That's when I knew motherfuckers were addicted to weed. Okay. He never really talks about it, which I can get. Why would you want to think or talk about it? But lately I've noticed he's been drinking a lot and just has me really worried about him. I want to talk to him about it, and I know he has a homie to talk to, and know that I am a homie for him to talk to. Very nice. But I don't want to offend him and address it like he has an issue. I really don't want to hurt our relationship at all. He's in college and we're basically being an alcoholic is normalized in this country. Factual statements. He is in the worst place or the best place to have this happen. Because college can be a great distractor, but if homie has a tendency for addiction, this is going to be the worst place. Gecko, we're done with confessions right now. We have life advice, but we might be able to go back to confessions later. We're currently on life advice, Gecko. But welcome. You could still submit one to confessions. I don't really want to hurt the relationship. He's in college, yup, and most people obviously change these habits once they're out of college. Just wondering if I should be worried about his drinking and talk to him about it or not. Thanks. I think you need to go with your gut. If you love this person and your gut is telling you to talk to them about it, talk to them about it. Just do it in a non-judgmental way, or do it in a way where you are literally saying, bro, I'm not trying to judge you. I care about you, and I don't want you to fall into bad tendencies because, like, be frank. Literally say it. You go to college where it's okay, where you go to college where people who are not alcoholics or have even an addictive gene in their body are drinking like alcoholics. So already off top, you're drinking like crazy. Not to mention you have fucked up family shit going on. I fucking care about you and I love you. I just want to make sure you know I'm here for you to talk about. This could be in my head, or it could just be because you're going through the motions at college. But I'm worried you've been drinking more. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And if I offend you, I apologize. But I'm purely doing this because I care about you. And I don't want to see you fall into bad tendencies to cope with shit when I am literally right here to always talk to you. That's what I would say. Yeah. Make sure you stress that you're coming from a place of love. And also stress that, hey, I could be wrong here. I could be keeping a closer eye on you because I care about you. And I could be seeing something that's not there. But I would hate myself if you just drank your feelings and never told you. Honestly, you don't even have to bring up the drinking thing, bro. You can just say, I'm always here for you. And I don't want to, and I know you're at college where it's easy to just drink. And I don't want to see you do that. Make something up. I've had friends who have gone through shit at college and they never recovered from the drinking habits they formed. I don't think that's you. But I would be so mad at myself and sad for you if I never stressed to you how much I care about you and how much I'm here for you. At the very least, just tell them you're here for them. And at the end of the day, I might take it easy with the drinking thing because it could push them away from you. Tell them you're always here for them and tell them that consistently. And see if they take you up on that offer. And you could even make an offhand at the end comment. Be like, you're good though? Yeah, I'm good. And then you just go, good. I care about you. You know, I know what college is like. I know that you're surrounded around. You don't even have to bring up their drinking habits. You can literally say, I know you're in a place where there's a ton of liquor and a ton of drugs. And I need to make sure, I don't think you're abusing anything, but I just need to make sure that you know I'm here for you because I don't want you to wallow, like, you're going through shit. And maybe I can't understand, but I can listen. I just want to make sure that you're not turning to a fun night out to cover up instead of, a friend or a therapist. Because they're definitely going, that's like some heavy shit, bro. You could do it in a way where you really don't even talk about their drinking tendencies and their habits. Where you acknowledge, hey, you're in a place where a lot of people are drinking. So it's easy for somebody to offer you a beer, you're not feeling good, and you take it and go, fuck it, I might do, and then say, I might do that. Admit your own weaknesses too. It's a good way to get somebody to listen to you.
Maybe, plus my whole family probably thinking.
But at first I would take it easy on the accusations of alcoholism or drinking too much. I would take it easy on saying you're drinking too much. Like you said, it could just be a phase. And it could just be whatever it is in the moment. So just be careful with that, because you could push them further away. Okay, next one. Life advice with Till. Chat, if you haven't hit that follow button yet and you're new here, hit that bitch. Fucking, if you aren't following me on Spotify, hit that follow button. Go check out my new merch. It's dope. I'm dropping new merch this week as well. Probably later in the week. It's gonna be a busy week for me. YouTube, all that shit. Come on. Man, I relate to this. I keep getting crushes on people who live far away or in other countries. Should I chance trying it or leave it alone? Take a chance. Always take a chance. If you feel something, take a chance because you'll regret when you don't. But just listen to your gut. Don't jump on that chance too soon. Right? You might have just met somebody and you want to take that chance quick. Let it breathe a little bit. Bro, I relate to this, man. The last few years, I moved away from home and met somebody who lived at home who I never met. And was like, yo, why couldn't I meet her when I lived home? I would say take a chance. Make sure it's an educated chance. I'll be honest, I recently really, and I fucking hate it, man. I recently really was feeling somebody who does not live in this state, and it's just, take a chance, bro, because you never know when a chance might come back around. But don't do it in a weird way. Like, make sure the chance is natural, too. Unless they've already, you know, kind of reciprocated the feelings to you. But, I mean, make sure you know who they are. Make sure you FaceTime with them like like, because it is, catfishing is very real. Like, you need proof of concept. You need proof of concept. So just be careful with that. But take a chance, dude. If you really think they're the one and you're really feeling some type of way in your gut, take that chance, bro. Okay, next one. Next one. But that's tough, man. It's tough when people live at a distance. If you think the chance is worth it, then take that chance. Be honest with somebody. Because if it's meant to be, they'll be, you know what I mean? It'll get reciprocated. And if it's not meant to be, then it won't. And you can move on and sleep. You know, you might be hurt for a little bit, but you could sleep at night knowing damn well at least you took a chance, at least you were honest. But also make sure it's in a good moment. Sometimes there are moments it's not good to like be too honest about how you feel about somebody. Take it from me as somebody who just will be flatly honest at the wrong times. It's not always good to do that. Okay. I'm in a bit of a situation physically, mentally, financially. I'm very disappointed in myself to be in the spot I'm in. I've applied to many jobs this year. None of them have picked me. Even though I have credentials and took the test, and then, albeit stupidly, out of desperation, I turned to sports gambling to try it. It was a stupid move and stopped because I'm at that precipice of falling off a cliff in all three of those areas. So, like, the sports gambling didn't help. Gambling will never help you, bro. Ever. Gambling is something you should do when you have money to lose, not when you need money. Never when you need money. You should never gamble if you need money. The thing is, I know how much fucking value I can bring right now because I'm that desperate for work, and these employers have no idea what they're missing out on in that. So, man, this is tough because it's tough for a lot of people right now. Keep applying places and keep your head up. As lame as that is to say, if you know your value, then swing that dick. Also, dude, being desperate in an interview, coming off desperate, will never help you. It will never help you. Nah, like never tell the employer you need this job. They need you, like you said. So you need to be confident, not cocky, assertive, but not like overtly. And then you just need to have faith in the process, bro. And honestly, I would say this as well. If you need to get a job as a barista or get a job that you view as below your degree or below you, you have to do what you have to do, bro. If you need money, period. Money doesn't really know discretion like that. So if you're trying to become like something specialized, but you can't find it, go get another job. Additionally, apply to jobs in other towns. Right? Apply to jobs in other states. Lie on your resume. I live in Los Angeles. Yeah, so I'm applying to jobs in Los Angeles just to see if I get callbacks. Be open to moving. Maybe, hey, I can't get a job here, but 4 hours up north, I can. So without moving, apply to those jobs 4 hours north. See if you get callbacks. See if you get offers. And then go from there. When it comes to jobs, man, it's so difficult for sometimes to find them depending on what you're doing that, dude, you just have to keep pushing. You know what value you can bring. But you can't come off desperate. Coming off desperate is bad. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. There was more to this message. This is the same confession. Holy shit. I guess we talked about mentally and financially. The one thing I've done physically is in maintaining a regular sleep schedule and waking up early and trying to hit the gym 3 times a week. But it sometimes ends up 2 times a week because of this building anxiety. That's okay. That's okay. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong than other people. Maybe I'm just somebody people can't fuck with, and it's made me feel more alone than I've ever felt in my life. I literally don't even drink or do drugs. Okay. So I would just swing the dick of confidence. You know it, betcha. You can't, listen, I always tell people it's not about you, it's them. But that doesn't mean you can't examine your interview skills. Like, bro, when you go into your next interview, don't tell them. Record the interview on your phone and listen to it back. Maybe you think you're doing better in the interview than you are. It's not necessarily, oh, maybe I'm just somebody people can't fuck with and I feel alone. No, maybe your interview tactics are just wanting. Maybe you're a lovely person, but when you're put under pressure, you act out of character. And maybe you just need to fix a few things in your interview process. Like, that doesn't mean it's about you. Necessarily, like, about you would be like, I'm ugly. Like, no. No. But also, a lot of people feel super alone right now, bro. I literally don't. I appreciate the opportunity to write out what has been bothering me and have yet another job opportunity tomorrow for $17.50 an hour, which will help people and make me more active in the community. So I'm really hoping maybe I can get it. But I have been more afraid than I ever have been in life right now because of this situation. This is so hard for me to give to you, but I have to say it. Do not be afraid. And if you are afraid, allow that fear to propel you, bro. Like, you either can't be afraid because what's the worst that you just need to get another job or find another gig, or you use that fear to propel you. But what you can't do is let that fear shackle you. Job hunting is the worst. Maybe your resume needs some work. Your resume should always be brief synopsis and intro of skills at the top, then your most recent jobs chronologically, then any clubs or affiliations you have, then your education, then your skills at the bottom. Maybe work with a resume specialist. They don't cost too much money. And I know you don't have money, but sometimes you got to spend money to make money. Keep your head up, dude. It's tough on... At the very least, you can know you're not alone. A lot of people are having a hard time finding gigs right now and stuff like that. That doesn't make it easier, but at the very least, hopefully it makes you feel less alone. You are not alone, dude. And you never are. You never are. Unless you choose to be. Always remember that. But also make sure you're dealing with these emotions, man. You might have to start talking to people more. Dude, there are free resources. You know what I mean? There's not even expensive ones. There are free resources. Have that friend you talk to and bounce back, or your parent or something. So, that's tough, man. It's tough right now. But keep your head up. Don't come off desperate. And always continue to apply to jobs. Every job. And remember that at a certain point when you need money, period. So if you went to school for chemical engineering, I don't know if that's even a thing. You might not be getting a job in chemical engineering right now. Might have to be on the back burner. Next one. Do I quit my job that I hate because of a new boss, even though I have no backup plans? She's making my life hell, and I don't know if I should give my 2 weeks without another opportunity aligned. My father always told me the best time to find a job is when you have... This one's mine. My father always told me that the best time to find a job is when you already have one. So, I'm gonna be real with you. It would be stupid to just quit out of anger. What you should do is on company time, apply to jobs. What you should do is randomly call out sick and take time off to go to interviews. And what you should do is line up another job and then fucking quit. FYI, you don't have to give 2 weeks. You don't have to give 2 weeks unless you need a reference. If you need a reference from that job, you should give 2 weeks. If you have a reference who has left the company and you don't need them anymore, quit tomorrow if you have a job. 2 weeks is a courtesy. Thank you. Yep. You could get a job and be like, you're starting on Monday and it's Thursday. You don't have to tell them, I need more time. No, you don't. Quit the other job on Friday. You shouldn't quit, though. Unless you're so confident. Unless you're so confident you're going to get another job. Don't do it. This one we kind of already answered. I plan to quit smoking weed to go to university next year, clear-headed. At the moment, I'm still smoking most days, but I'm keen on starting to cut down. What's a good approach? We already covered this one. We kind of already covered that one. How do you cut down? By quitting entirely. By quitting entirely. All right, I'm about to quit working at a place I've been here for 3 years. I want to ask my coworker to still at least be my friend. Huh? Okay. I've known her for all 3 of those years, and I feel like we are a little more than just coworkers. But I don't know how to act about it. She had a boyfriend and broke up with him at the start of the year. What do I do, or should I say nothing? I mean, dude, they could have a boyfriend and you could still be friends. It depends on your intentions. Are you trying to date them? I'll tell you this. If you're trying to date them, you need to go for the long run. You need to become friends with them first. I would say, how do you go about it? By telling her, hey, I'm not going to be here much longer. I really fuck with you. You were one of the best parts of this job for me. What's your... If it's not on a dating level, then say, hey, not trying to like get after you. What's your number? What's your number? I'd like to hang out with you. I'd like to chill with you. Not on a romantic level, just as friends. I think you're really chill and yada yada. That's how you do it. Just ask her for her number. Or be like, hey, here's my number. I really fuck with you. I view you actually as a friend. And when I leave here, it's gonna bum me out that we can't be friends anymore. I won't see you. So I'd like to be friends outside of this place too. And if she's not comfortable with that, boom, she's not comfortable with that. Make sure you do it in a way that is not romantic, because you don't want to get hit with some sexual, harassment thing. Which again, if you're honest and real, won't happen. And even say that, I feel like we're a little more than just coworkers. Like, I feel like we're kind of buddy-buddy. So I think, like, we should get a drink sometime. We should, like, hang out. Again, not on a romantic tip. At Adam, yo, my boy, can we get a shout out for fucking highest host right now? Oh my God. Bro, they're not trying to fuck, though I won't lie, Adam. They might be because they said they don't have a boyfriend anymore. So because the message of they did have a boyfriend, but now they don't, they might be trying to fuck. I mean, my advice is approach it friendly and see if things develop from there. Go with the flow, go with the progression. Yo, go Leafs, how are you doing, my boy? That's not true. I'm friends with tons of chicks who I don't want to fuck. That is not true. That is not true. Now, we have indicators that it might be true for him because the message and the comment on the boyfriend. That's very fair. Not always true, but possibly. If you want to get butt, no, you're right, Adam. You didn't. You're reading the situation. Shout out highest host. Please go follow him, chat. Shout out my guy. Doing well, boss. Just got home. Oh yeah, how was the football game? Yeah. I would say just try to approach it super chill, super normally. Whether you want it to be romantic or not. Because all you want to do right now is get her number. Next question. Chat, you can still submit your life advices. We already did confessions. Chat, keep an eye on the YouTube channel for whenever confessions drops, because I tell you what, confessions was wild tonight. Confessions got a little rowdy, a little horny. But yeah, in this case, I don't think it's bad to assume the person wants to get some ass, because it actually does kind of seem like that. Based off, just based off some of the wording. Okay, next question. How do you tell your family you quit drinking alcohol? Is this a troll question? You don't have to tell them. Or you can just say, you know, if you're really trying to quit and you don't want to be tempted because of like an addiction reason or something like that, or a health reason, just tell them, hey guys, I'm not doing alcohol anymore. So, you know, as best you can, I don't expect you to always remember. You know, no need to offer me a drink or something. If you do, I understand its tendency, right? In this society we live in where we love booze, but I'm just not drinking anymore, or I'm drinking less. You just tell them, or you don't. That one's kind of a weird one, because it's kind of like you just tell them. And if somebody offers you a drink, say, hey, I'm not doing it anymore. And if they say why, just say, because I don't like who I am when I drink. Or just say, it really fucks with my stomach, and it, you know, even if I don't get drunk, make up a lie. You don't have to, you don't owe them the real reason. Every time I drink, my cheeks get red and I feel sick for 2 days, even if I have 2 beers. It makes me feel so bad, I just don't want to drink anymore. Boom. And if they have an issue with that, remember, family. Yeah, man. Yo, honestly, to piggyback off what Go Leaf said, I didn't smoke one thing at the Secret Sesh in New York City. And a lot of people were like, wow, dude, like, you got discipline. And I'm like, yeah, I also am performing later. Okay, next one. So I've been on a few. That could be true, Parter. Then just say it bothers my stomach. There are going to be some people who aren't respectful. But you don't owe anybody an explanation, bruh. Just tell them, hey, it just doesn't work for me. All right. I've been on a few dating apps recently, and I have gotten to talk to a few girls within the last few months. Good for you. The thing I don't understand is whenever it seems like things are going really good, all of a sudden it's like they flip a switch and don't want anything to do with me. I've experienced this. I don't know if it's the over affection or what, but it's been happening literally every time I'm at the point where I don't know if it's worth chasing anymore. But I'm also bored of being alone. As a guy, I understand this. That happens to me too. I literally had a date set up with some chick. And she was like, Saturday sounds great. And I literally messaged her Saturday morning like, hey, see you later. And then like, she never responded. And just never responded again. So I didn't go to the date. It's happened to me a few times. I would say this. Sometimes the girls are doing you a favor because they might not be into it and they're just cutting it off right then and there. Yes, do we hope that people could be the over affection? Yeah, I would say that's a good idea. If you have a sneaking suspicion if you have a sneaking suspicion it's the over affection, so I would say try to drop the over affection because a lot of chicks view that as a red flag. And also just keep grinding, man. You're going to meet the right one. Like you're going to meet the right chick, hopefully, who enjoys your affection. But it could be the over affection. Some people really get turned off by that. Some people get turned on by that. Also, you have to keep in mind, for better or worse, women have, yeah, you just said it. Women have so many options. Like, that's what I was saying before. Like, guys are like, yeah, I'd love to do an open relationship with my girl. Be careful. Because you're going to fuck once in a year and she's going to fuck 20 times. Like, women just have more options. They just do. They always have and they always will. And they should. The body of a woman, that's art. You know what I mean? Tits are a work of art. A dick looks like a misformed fucking snake alien. You know what I mean? Women have more options, dude. It's really easy to get down on yourself because of that. I have gotten down on myself because of that. And been like, what the fuck, man? If you have a sneaking suspicion you're being over affectionate, then listen to yourself. And stop being over affectionate and all that shit. Also, when you try to make plans, literally, this is something I'm trying to do lately. You can call me like old school or call it toxic masculinity. I don't care. Women want a man. Not all women, but a lot. Women want a man. And sometimes, like, it's very weak sounding to be like, hey, maybe let's go out. No, be a fucking man and say, hey, I love this place such and such. This Sunday at 4? Question mark? Like, don't make them have to make plans. Don't make them have to, again, I'm not saying women can't do that and shouldn't be privy to making plans or this, that, but I'm going to be super frank with you. I've seen more results in taking the wheel instead of being like, I like this place. Maybe we could go sometimes. Some chicks want you to be like, yo, you're dope. We're going here on Sunday. You in? Boom. Like, don't be like, ooh, what do you like? Ooh, ooh, ooh. You can learn that if it works out and your first date goes well. And I'm not saying talk to or at women. Like, being bored isn't a reason to date. I actually disagree. Why not? You don't have to get in a serious relationship. You can go out and have your own fun. I mean, I don't necessarily do that, but I don't know if that's necessarily not a reason to date. I mean, you're not going to find, if you're looking for something, I don't know if you'll find it. But I don't know if I'd say being bored isn't a reason to date. Fuck. I'll tell you what. I know women who date when they're bored. Because they have so many fucking options. And that's just real. And they always will have more options. Like, you as a man just have to kind of come to terms with that. But be definitive. Don't be playful. Don't be cute and affectionate. Because, like, as much as this world is changing and this, that, in my experience, bro, almost every woman I've dated has literally been, like, there have been moments where I was a man. And they've looked at me and been like, holy shit, you're so hot right now. I don't know what that means, but what I interpret it as is like, sometimes you have to just, again, I'm not saying toxic masculinity or this, that, but I'll just repeat myself for the 100th time. Ooh, do you like ramen? We could do ramen. No. Let's go get ramen. X place at 4:30. Boom. Because trust me, there are a ton of other men who are trying to pander to these women, who are just trying not to mess anything up and be nice and cute and this, that. Like, just be, again, I don't mean it in a toxic masculinity way. Just be a man and just be like, bro, we're doing this. And if she's not in, she's not in. Also, if you think the over-affectionate thing is hurting you, don't be over-affectionate. The bored of being alone part is tough. Not to sound esoteric, but sometimes I think you need to wait for the right energetic alignment. What do you mean by that, Honey Bloom? They have and always will, but they will always doubt their true self-worth and capabilities, their knowledge, book, memory, What do you mean by that, Taco? I'm a little confused by your message. Women always have and always will what? Like for a guy to be more like that? I'll tell you what, bro. I've dated tons of different women. I've talked with tons of different women. Times where I had to be a badass or be a man or do shit like this, that, are the times that literally afterwards I had the craziest, most aggressive sex because my girlfriend was like, oh my God, like you were just such a man. Like you just, dead ass. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but I'm just telling you my experience. Again, not all women are like that. There are some, that doesn't mean you can't be cute. That doesn't mean you can't be affectionate. That doesn't mean you can't be emotional. What it means is that you have to capture a moment. If you have their attention, you have their attention. Let's fucking go out. Here, tomorrow, 2:30, you in? But also, don't listen to my advice. I'm not good at dating. No, you're good, Taco. I guess, what do you mean they always have and they always will? What do you mean? They will always doubt their self-worth and the capabilities, their knowledge. But Gecko, nothing that I just said takes away from a real wholesome relationship. Taking steam or head a little more and taking control and just being like, it's not taking control of the relationship. It's not telling your girl what to do. What I'm saying is being definitive. The man boom. What do you mean by that, Elizabeth? That what I just said doesn't make the relationship less wholesome. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you don't want to come off desperate or this, that. And for a lot of women, they view over affectionate men just as desperate, as a red flag, or as over affectionate because they can't get a girlfriend. Like, dude, I hate to say this out loud, but I'm going to say it. And you could say it's a bit misogynistic. I apologize. I've never seen ignoring a woman work better. Like that. I've just seen it work. Like, you want to be available. You want to be a real guy. You want to be a real person. You want to really get to know somebody. I'm here to tell you right now that in my experience, the worst thing you can do in a relationship or trying to get to one is be overly available, bro. It just comes off desperate. And, you know, you text her, she doesn't text back for a day, then she texts you back and you want to text her back immediately. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm just going to say it. I recognize not all of you are like this. Make her wait. Because I'm telling you, it exudes an energy of I have other things going on. Right? If you meet a girl and she's immediately the center of your world, it says a lot about your world. And like, I'm just telling you as somebody who is affectionate, who is open, who is honest, and who is very forthcoming and straightforward, it has never, ever, ever, ever worked for me. Ever. It's only decreased my chances of finding the right person. I hate to say it, but I'll say it again. Sometimes being less available is, I don't know what it is. I've just seen it work. I've just seen it work. And that's coming from somebody who doesn't do that. I've just seen it fucking work, bro. Well, that's just society. I think women don't believe in themselves at a young age, so their self-worth is already down. I see this in my own girls, 3 of them as they grow up. Yeah, well, that's society, bro, right? 100%. Like, women are subjected to so much opinion about their bodies, about their appearance. Of course, movies, TV, school, society is not kind to women. Absolutely. Spam to the DM scares me. Yeah, don't spam her, yo. Yeah, I mean, I think some women experience that, especially in America, Taco. But it's really up to the parent. Like, hopefully you're doing your job as a parent to be like, those things you see are not, they're not right. Like, you shouldn't listen to them. Women definitely have more negative emotions in their day-to-day lives. And I hate to say this, man. I wonder if, because, like, dude, I'm going to be so frank with y'all. I'm super kind. I'm super caring. I am so the opposite of the average guy that women interact with. So the only answer I can come up with when I'm available, honest, and real with a chick is that I scare her because I'm not like other men she's met. So there must be something going on. It's the only answer I could come up with. That's probably bad to admit, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. That's the, like, sometimes it's also, not every time. Sometimes it's just, hey, I don't like this guy that much. It's not gonna work out. Cool, I get it. But I've tried so many different ways and done so many things different ways that it's like, oh, you probably don't recognize this type of love because you've never seen it. Or this, and not love like I love you, but you know what I mean? This type of affection. Because you've never been shown that type of affection. So the guess in my head is like it scares you because you're not familiar with it. Because, like, I'll tell you what, man. I be super straightforward and honest about what I want, what I'm looking for, you know, X, Y, Z. Oh, yo, Shell, thank you for the follow. Thanks for the follow, dude. How you doing tonight? It's really the only, like, or the answer is just, hey, it just didn't work out. Sometimes the answer could be, dude, you're too aggressive. I'm an affectionate person. I don't really understand why some chicks don't like that, but they don't. Trust me, don't do it. If you think, trust me, I don't do it anymore. If you think you're being over affectionate and this, that, and that's hurting you, stop it. Also, secondary, and that's what's so funny is like the things that make me great as like a boyfriend or as a partner or whatever. And again, like women, please don't take this the wrong way. The things that would make me such an unbelievable partner are the same very things that in my experience in dating, I want to rip out of myself and not have and not give to anybody because of my personal experience with dating. The affection, the caring. How are you doing? I can't, right? I don't want to do that shit because it's never worked for me. So why would I give those parts of me, right? And like, I'm not saying I don't really do that still, because I do. I'm just an affectionate person. I love people, and I love to get to know people, and I care about people. But yeah, man. Also, lastly, fuck dating apps. Dating apps are the worst. Dating apps are the worst that society has to offer. I can tell you this as well. I will always score a better possible relationship and or XYZ by meeting a girl in person. Like, I do so much better in person. So, like, for me, I'd rather not meet her off an app. I'd rather meet her. But yeah, like, the things that make me a great partner or a great person or a great this, that, are kind of low-key the things that I've essentially in a lot of ways been told don't do this. In my experience of dating. It sucks, man. It really sucks. Because, like, I'm not going to change. But I'll tell you what, the experience is exhausting. Okay, next one. Yo, hey, I got a sub so I came by, watch the first hour of your last fun, immediately liked about. Yo, thank you, Shell Smiley. Welcome to the channel. My name is That Young Lad. You call me Till for short. Rapper, songwriter, recording artist from New Jersey. Music available everywhere. Do you think it's... Oh, I like this one. Do you think it's a good idea to meet your heroes or not? Bad idea. They're always going to disappoint you. The people you look up to, a lot of times you look up to the idea of them. Better to not meet them. Next. I need better pickup lines. Are you a compressed file? Because I'm trying to unzip those jeans. Are you Jesus? Because I'm trying to nail you. Are you an enzyme? Because I'm trying to get all up in that DNA. I don't know. Unless it's Keanu. Yeah, Shell. Facts. Keanu's the man. Way easier to make friends in person. Was your daddy a baker? Cause you got nice buns. Yeah. Cause you got nice melons, lol. Don't do that. Yo, that one's unreal. Dating sucks, man. Gotta do it in person, in my opinion. Okay, last life advice of the night. Yes, obviously, emo. Yo, beef delicatessen. Vikings did win. I watched that game today, Phoenix. Crazy game. Crazy game. I like Are You a Compressed File because I'm trying to unzip that. Nice shoes, wanna fuck. If you say any of those, I think you'll get slapped. You will. Are you Nutella? Because I would love to spread those legs some... Of course, Shell. No, this is a joke. This is all a joke now. Did it hurt when you fell from the top of the fucking vending machine? Because, girl, you are a SNACK snack. I like that one. Are you a beaver? Cause damn. Yo, did it hurt when you fell from the top of the vending machine? Cause you're a fucking snack. Wow, y'all are some crazy. I wish chicks would use pickup lines on me. I'd love that. I'd be like, oh my God, you're trying to pick me up? Like, yes. Also, the easiest way to like know if a girl's into you or something, or a guy, eye contact. Keep that, like say something and keep it. Keep it and smile. And if they, or they this or that, I'm telling you, dude, I lost my number. Can I have yours? Oh yeah, guys definitely try the worst. Can I have your number? Can I have your number? Okay, Elizabeth, I like that one, but I just don't think it'll work. That one's funny. Okay, last life advice, y'all. We are concluding the stream soon. That's right. Yeah, that's true, Beef. Facts. Yeah, the best pickup lines, because again, I do believe it. You gotta start as friends. No, it's not SNL. That's Mad TV, Shell. I'd put you and I together. I'd put you and I together. That one's good. Okay. Last one. So my mother, who I have not seen since 2019, wants to see me on my 21st, which is soon. She tried killing the last time I saw... Wait, killing... Whoa. What? Yo, this is the heaviest life advice that we've read. I honestly might not have done this one if I read it prior. To whoever wrote this... bro... To whoever wrote this, your mother is a piece of shit. Period. You are not a shitty person. She is. Whoever wrote this, you need to hear it, and you need to hear it loud and clear. This is not a therapy stream. This is not an XYZ, but I'm going to tell you something that you don't need a therapist to see. Your mother is a fucking dirtbag, a piece of shit, and a bad person. Can she change? Sure. But the odds are not likely. Do not ever fault yourself for your mother's shortcomings. Your mother is a bad person. You did not ask to come into this world. She chose to have you. You just don't. Nah, dude. You do not deserve that at all. And if I'm being honest, she forfeited her access to you. You should, if I'm being super real, you should borderline never talk to her again. If I were you, I would mentally bury her, cut her out, cut her off, and understand that even if it hurts for a little bit, your life is so much better without her. She will never change. Think about the way she treated you, and then understand that you asking yourself, am I a bad person for this, is based off her treatment of you. Because we base a lot of our emotions and feelings off our parents. So if my mom hates me, I must be a bad person. No. Undoubtedly. Unquestionably, unequivocally, your mother is a bad person. And she is bad for you. You should never talk to her again. You should not even give her the pleasure of a goodbye. She deserves to go the rest of her life without closure. And your closure should be the closure that you have given yourself recognizing and understanding that you don't deserve that. If you don't deserve to be treated like that, this is why I always tell people, I don't care if it's your family. Coupons, baby. Cut them the fuck out. Nah. That's evil. That's wicked. Nah. Nah. It is not your job to be the bigger and better person, and at that, being the bigger and better person is not going to get you anything, my friend. Whoever wrote that. Being the bigger and better person is not going to do anything for you. Bury her mentally. Appreciate whatever good times you might have had. And then recognize that you don't deserve that. And that more importantly, she does not deserve you. Yikes. Yikes. If I'm being frank, no, I'm not going to say that. Not going to say that. I was about to... People say that because they're on their high horse. They say that because because usually when they say that, Gecko, it benefits them in a situation. Whoever wrote that last life advice, bro, cut her off and never look back. Work through the issues with the therapist as you grow. But understand that, like, you might want to have a mother. But don't dox yourself. I'm deleting that message. Please don't dox yourself. Don't dox yourself, bro. You might want to have a mother. But you don't deserve a mother like that. Nah. Whatever piece of family you have, cherish it and appreciate it. They will fill the void. You will be better for it. You will be happier for it. If you have issues in your life now that you're wondering why you can't get over, it's probably because of your mother. She will always hold you back. She will never help you grow. Nah. Nah. You don't deserve that. Nah. I'm disgusted. I'm even more sad that you're even contemplating having a relationship with them. Because what that tells me is that they have seeped their influence, their wickedness, and the darkness that resides in their soul into yours. Close the book and be better for it. Close the chapter and grow for it. From the bottom of my heart, fuck her. Piece of shit. You're the victim. Your mom is an abuser. Exactly. It doesn't mean you have to move through life as a victim. But what it means is that she's the abuser. She's the piece of shit. Not you. You are not even close to a piece of shit. You didn't ask to be here. Nah, fuck that energy, bro. Fuck that. Awful. It's exactly what I mean, chat, when I say that, like, so many people in this life shouldn't have children because they're bad people. Like, I'm glad whoever wrote that, I'm glad you're here. And I look forward to you being here for years to come. Don't allow this person to influence how you feel about yourself, who you are, and who you become. Because you're not like them. You're not like them at all. Just because you share blood doesn't mean you relate. It doesn't. I understand my father's faults, and I def see them in me. I reflect him in many ways, but I also push myself the hardest through process to suppress them so my daughters don't see what I experienced. It's the hardest test of being a parent. Facts. We accept the love we think we deserve is not cheesy. If you think you deserve to be treated like that, visit your mother. I mean, Gecko, that's something I can't jump into. That's very difficult, and that's like a very long discussion. But what I will say is this. Some people on this planet just aren't meant to be parents. And I think it's a big issue with our society currently. I think it's a big issue, man. But again, whoever wrote that, I hope when you go to sleep tonight or tomorrow or this, that, I hope you know and understand that the way whoever wrote this, your mother has treated you, has no bearing on who you are and what you should become and be. And what you should do, what you should be, and who you are will only be fully realized when you cut the toxicity out of your life. I would never talk to them again with a smile. And additionally, if they keep trying to insert themselves into your life, it's because they don't care about you. They'll try to tell you, well, I care about you. That's why I keep showing up at school. Or that's why I keep calling. Or that's why I just showed up anyway. No, if they cared about you, they would leave you alone. Because nothing they've ever done has benefited you. Fuck them. And good for you, Taco, what you said about how you're trying to better yourself. For real, man. Oh, that was a heavy way to end this stream. But heaviness is required. Life is heavy, bro. Life is heavy.